Okay, Tom, you got your mask? All right, we're going to do a very short driving video. I don't think the audio is going to be able to be heard at all when we're driving. But let's find out. This is only a test video. Before we get rolling along here, you may not be able to hear me. We're using the Kodak Zi8. Set on landscape, of course, not on macro. 720p, 30 frames a second. Okay, this is only a test for the camera, which we'll probably put on YouTube along with a few clips that we made. Okay, so that's it for now. We'll do a little more a little later on. Okay, we're doing a little more now. Now we got both windows open in the car. And I doubt you'll be able to even hear me, and I'm talking pretty loud right now. But this is a test. I don't think this is the camera you want to use for driving videos. Okay, we'll stop the test now, and we'll do one more short one when we get near the small thrift store that we go to. So your eye is clearing up pretty good?
Yep.
Alright, you got your eye drops in just a little while ago. Mom got up, so...
Eyes looking good.
Seem to be improving.
Which is a good thing.
Okay, now you can stop that now. Okay, we're just doing a little more here. I doubt you'll be able to hear me. So, we'll just do a little driving video without me talking. Okay, this is the Kodak Zi8. We're 6 inches away from the radio at 720p, 30 frames a second. For this test here, we're going to be doing macro, which is what we're doing now, and I guess landscape. They've got a switch on the top of this camera. But right now, we're 6 inches away. And I know you can't see the ruler very good, you know. But take my word for it. Now we're 3 inches away. And we'll back up just a little bit. I would estimate this to be 4 inches. We got the battery on charge on the K-Star battery charger I got off of eBay, and this is the Kodak battery that came with the camera. It is all charged. Like the Play Touch, it has a limited range of macro. Alright, now we're going to get a little closer here, just moving it around. And there is, I can see in the viewfinder, it's out of focus. It appears to be good right there. And the estimation, probably 4 inches. When you go back too much, it is not in focus, out of focus on the oscilloscope. Now we'll switch this over, we'll keep it on one clip here, to landscape. And it appears that it's clear. But there's a range on that too. I think it's pretty close to the play touch. And it does not appear to be in focus until I get probably out to about here. I can't tell in the viewfinder. I got a magnifier on the viewfinder, and we'll get a little closer. And we are about 7 inches away from the scope using the landscape mode on the Zi8. Alright, now we're still on landscape mode, which is going to be supposedly the normal. Okay, so that is it for this test, and we will put it on macro one time more and get a close-up of the schematic if we can. Again, I can't take the ruler, but I'm estimating about 3 inches. And it doesn't appear to be too clear. And this is about maybe 4 inches or so. I can see in the viewfinder, but of course my eyes are not good, so it appears to be pretty well in focus at that range. Okay, so that concludes the test in the shop. 720p, 30 frames a second, both macro and landscape mode. Okay, this is 720p, 30 frames a second. .720p, 60 frames a second. I had messed up, so you heard me make a comment on that. I somehow, the menu jumped on me a little bit. This is 720p, 60 frames a second. So we're a few minutes later into the video. The lighting may be changed a little, so it's not going to be an exact test, but it'll give you an idea. And that concludes 720p, 60 frames a second. 1080p. I hope I did the last one correctly. The one before this, 720p, 60. But this is 1080p now. This is WVGA. These are not in order. Tommy's doing the editing, and he's going to do it in Sony, and there's no way we can put overlaying text on in Sony. We can't do it, but we can only do that in Movie Maker, but we can't run an MOV file. This camera does an MOV file, so we have to use Sony to edit it. Okay, so this is WVGA. We're going to finish out with WVGA because that's what we use mostly. And we're just going to walk around here and see if we can get some normal shots, like as if we were working on a project. This is WVGA in the landscape mode. So we're about a foot away, which this should not be in focus. I mean, should be in focus, I should say. It appears to be that way in the viewfinder. WVGA. WVGA in the macro switch position. It appears to be in focus there. Of course, I don't have my reading glasses on, so it appears to be pretty much in focus. Now it's out. Probably about 3 inches away, 3.5, maybe 4. Then we do WVGA and macro. Okay, Tom, I guess you can, I'm going to put this on a flash drive, and you can, I'm going to name the file so you can put them in an order. The driving video that is going to be on here was done in 720p, 30 frames a second. You'll be seeing that here also. This is a test of the Kodak Zi8. It'll be on YouTube before you know it. At least I think so.